The Wesham Grimoire by Ashley Lister. I knew I was in trouble in the moment that the rats began eating Reggie's eyeballs. Looking back at what happened, and blessed with the perfect vision of hindsight, I can see that there were other links being forged long before I became entangled in the messy chain of events. There was my sane decision to retire, and my insane decision to mention this plan to unscrupulous colleagues. There was Reggie's insistence that, if I was going to be distancing myself from the world of crime with my retirement, I owed him one final job. And there was the stupidity of us agreeing to work that final job in partnership with Paddy the Nutcracker Doherty and two of his muscle-brained goons. Nevertheless, for me, I realised I had made a mistake in the moment when two gigantic rats leapt from the shadows and attached themselves to Reggie's face. Whilst he screamed and stumbled and tried to stagger away, they kept hold of him, clearly eager to feast on the softest tissue they could find in Reggie's crusty and weathered features. Like myself, Reggie was no spring chicken, and the years had taken their toll on his face, giving him a full and grizzled beard, a drinker's nose, and wrinkles around his mouth that looked like the hard-worn labia you sometimes see in amateur granny porn. The pointed noses of the rats pushed into his eye sockets. The despicable creatures whistled and chattered noisily whilst their claws tore at his face and stretched raw and bloody tears across his lips. Reggie, not surprisingly, screamed, groaned and begged for help. He battered at the creatures with ineffectual fists and tried turning and twisting to escape the torment he was suffering. None of his actions made any difference. "Jesus fucking Christ," Paddy muttered. We had worked together often enough so that I knew his Dublin accent always became broader during times of stress and upset. His companions had shrunk into the shadows, pinning their backs to the dank earth walls of the tunnel and clearly hoping not to be noticed by the verminous intruders that had caught us with their surprise attack. Paddy's goons stared at the horror of Reggie's inevitable demise with expressions of slack-jawed, wide-eyed terror. "Jesus fecking Christ," Paddy repeated. "What the feck am I seeing here?" I didn't know how to respond.